Chapter 1. The Arrival. Crossing the Threshold. As I stepped through the heavy gates of Harmony Penitentiary, an unsettling mix of fear and anticipation churned in my stomach. The towering walls, though imposing, were softened by the vibrant greenery surrounding the facility, a stark contrast to my expectations of a cold, unforgiving prison. My first moments inside were overwhelming. The echoes of distant laughter and conversations hinted at a surprising camaraderie I hadn't anticipated. As I followed the orderly into the common area, I felt the weight of my past pressing down, yet I couldn't shake the sense of possibility that lingered in the air. Writing my first entry in this diary, I let the ink flow freely, capturing the blend of confusion and hope swirling inside me. What would this journey hold? Would I find redemption in the hearts of those I now called my companions? For the first time in a long while, I dared to believe that maybe, just maybe, this place could offer me more than confinement. It might offer a chance at healing. Chapter 2. First Encounters, a New Reality. As the heavy iron door creaked shut behind him, Alex's heart raced, the sound echoing ominously in the stark new environment. His first day in Harmony Penitentiary felt surreal, a twisted blend of fear and curiosity. He cautiously stepped into the common area, greeted by the wary gazes of fellow inmates, each a complex story etched into their skin. It wasn't long before he met Maya. Her vibrant sketches whispered tales of dreams deferred, her laughter echoing with a bittersweet note. James, a gentle soul with a passionate love for literature, soon joined their conversation, his stories weaving a tapestry of shared humanity. Over nervous smiles and tentative exchanges, Alex felt a flicker of connection amidst the uncertainty. In a place where shadows loomed large, the warmth of unexpected camaraderie started to illuminate his new reality, shifting his perception of prison from a place of isolation to one of possibility. Chapter 3. The Unexpected Warmth of Community. As days melt into one another within the walls of Harmony Penitentiary, Alex finds solace in the camaraderie blossoming among inmates. In the quiet corners of the common area, laughter punctuates their shared stories, creating an unexpected warmth that defies the harsh confines of prison life. In one poignant moment, Maya unveils her latest painting, a vibrant depiction of the sunset she longs to witness outside. James, with his gentle demeanor, shares his passion for literature, drawing parallels between their lives and the characters in the books that saved him. The authenticity of their connections unveils the humanity beneath their crimes, transforming fear into understanding. Alex reflects on the fragile trust forming amongst them, a rare bond rooted in vulnerability. Here, in this unlikely sanctuary, he begins to grasp the profound truth that even in the darkest places, the threads of community can weave together a tapestry of hope and healing. Chapter 4. The Creative Awakening, Art as Therapy. As the dawn light filtered through the barred windows, Alex stood in the art workshop, a realm cloaked in the scent of paint and possibility. His heart raced with both excitement and apprehension as he prepared to dip his brush into the vibrant hues before him. Guided by a compassionate volunteer, each stroke of paint became a silent conversation, a release of the emotions he had long suppressed. Maya, seated beside him, crafted bold images that mirrored her inner turmoil, offering glimpses into her past while simultaneously invoking her aspirations. James shared his perspective as a former teacher, encouraging them to explore their feelings through this newfound medium. Together, laughter and shared stories filled the air, transforming the sterile room into a sanctuary of expression and healing. Alex's canvas began to reflect not just colors, but fragments of his soul, igniting a journey of self-discovery that would redefine his existence within these walls. Chapter 5. The Power of Music, Healing Harmonies. As Alex steps into the choir room for the first time, he feels a mix of excitement and apprehension. The room, painted in vibrant colors, is filled with the sound of laughter and murmured conversations, a stark contrast to the harshness of prison life. Led by a passionate volunteer, the choir becomes a sanctuary where voices intertwine, creating harmonies that rise like a phoenix from the ashes of despair. Alex hesitates but soon finds courage in the shared vulnerability of his fellow inmates. Together they learn songs of hope and resilience, their voices echoing against the concrete walls. As they sing about love, loss, and redemption, Alex feels barriers within him begin to crumble. Music becomes a powerful medium of expression, fostering connections that transcend the weight of their pasts. In the collective harmony, he discovers not just a voice, but a sense of belonging and a renewed purpose that breathes life into his weary spirit. Chapter 6. Stories Untold, Sharing Pain and Hope. In the dimly lit workshop, the air thick with anticipation, inmates gathered in a circle, each clutching a piece of paper that held their untold stories. Alex felt a mix of nervousness and excitement as he prepared to share. One by one, voices began to rise, breaking the silence like fragile glass. Maya spoke first, recounting the heartbreaking moment that led her to this place, a moment intertwined with loss, regret, and the desperate need for redemption. James followed, his shaky voice revealing a childhood marred by neglect and the choices that spiraled beyond his control. The emotional weight of vulnerability filled the room, as each tale resonated deeply, stitching together their disparate lives into a tapestry of shared pain and hope. In that intimate space, they found solace, embracing the cathartic power of storytelling, slowly discovering that through their darkest shadows, the light of understanding could emerge. Chapter 7. Confrontation, The Shadows of Violence. The calm that had enveloped Harmony Penitentiary shattered one fateful afternoon. An explosive argument erupted in the recreation yard, voices raised in anger, fueled by old grievances and unresolved tensions. Alex stood frozen, heart racing as chaos unfolded before him, the vibrant bonds he had forged momentarily fraying. The fear coursing through him was palpable, reminding him of the shadows he had tried to escape. He witnessed Maya and James, their faces contorted in confusion and dread, instinctively drawing closer for protection. In that moment, the reality of their circumstances loomed large. Prison wasn't just a place of healing, but also a breeding ground for conflict. As guards rushed in to restore order, Alex felt a deep sense of loss, grappling with the fear that the violence would undo the fragile community they had built. The shadows threatened to consume the light they had worked so hard to cultivate, leaving him questioning whether true transformation was possible. Chapter 8. Healing the Divide, Conflict Resolution. In the aftermath of the violent altercation, the atmosphere within Harmony Penitentiary is thick with tension, yet an opportunity for growth emerges. Alex recounts how the administration organizes workshops aimed at restoring communication and understanding among the inmates. During these sessions, facilitators encourage open dialogues, fostering an environment where vulnerability is embraced. Alex finds himself captivated by the stories shared by his peers, raw, unfiltered accounts that unveil hidden pains and prejudices. As inmates reflect on their biases, barriers begin to crumble. Alex grapples with his own preconceived notions and learns to listen with compassion, realizing the shared humanity beneath their circumstances. Amid this emotional upheaval, the power of empathy transforms anger into understanding. In shared moments of humility, they redefine the meaning of community, proving that even from the darkest shadows, light can break through, illuminating paths toward healing and reconciliation. Chapter 9. The Daily Challenges, Life Behind Bars. Life at Harmony Penitentiary follows a rhythm, a blend of structure and uncertainty that defines each day. The inmates wake to the soft clang of a bell, signaling the start of another routine punctuated by workshops, meals, and reflection time. For Alex, the monotony is both comforting and stifling, a constant reminder of his confinement amid the serene beauty outside. He writes about the small victories, mastering a new painting technique, sharing laughter with Maya and James during lunch, and the moments of introspection that arise in the quiet of his cell. Yet, there's an undercurrent of tension. Insecurities bubble beneath the surface as old habits and prejudices resurface. Alex contemplates the duality of the environment. While the focus on rehabilitation offers hope, the ever-present shadows of anger and regret loom large, reminding him that the path to healing is fraught with challenges. Chapter 10. Reflections on Freedom, The Cost of Choices. As the months slipped by, Alex found himself grappling with the essence of freedom and what it truly meant to him. With his release date approaching, he penned a heartfelt entry, reflecting on the weight of his choices and their consequences. Freedom, he wrote, isn't merely the absence of bars, but a profound responsibility. Each interaction within Harmony had molded his understanding of self, instilling a sense of accountability that was both empowering and daunting. He recalled the laughter echoing in the art room and the warmth of community, an undeniable sense of belonging that made the looming separation bittersweet. On the cusp of returning to the outside world, Alex felt both hope and trepidation. The world beyond those walls appeared vast and unfamiliar, yet his heart brimmed with new possibilities. What will I do with this gift of freedom? He pondered, a reflection echoing through his return to society, igniting a flame of aspiration within him. Chapter 11. Preparing for reintegration, facing the outside world. As Alex's time at Harmony Penitentiary draws to a close, he finds himself engulfed in a whirlwind of emotions, anticipation, anxiety, and a lingering sense of uncertainty about the world awaiting him. Through structured programs designed for reintegration, inmates engage in workshops that cover essential life skills, job readiness, and building a supportive network. Alex attends sessions where topics like navigating societal stigma and cultivating resilience are explored, empowering him as he prepares to step beyond the prison gates. He pens his thoughts in his diary, reflecting on lessons learned from his peers and mentors. "I've rediscovered bits of myself I'd lost," he writes, "but will they accept me?" With each passing day, the prospect of freedom feels both exhilarating and terrifying. As Alex embraces the chance for a fresh start, he clings to the hope of transforming his past into a force for good, determined to walk a new path filled with purpose and connection. Chapter 12. Moments of Release, Joy and Fear. The day of release has finally arrived, a bittersweet culmination of Alex's journey at Harmony Penitentiary. As he stands at the gates, the familiar scent of pine trees mingles with the crisp morning air, stirring a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Memories flood his mind, heartfelt laughter shared with newfound friends, and the painful lessons learned within these walls. Alex exchanges tearful goodbyes with Maya and James, their bonds forged through shared vulnerability and resilience. As he steps into the world outside, the dazzling sunlight feels overwhelming yet liberating. However, an undercurrent of fear looms. Will society welcome him back, or will the stigma of incarceration shackle him once more? With a heart full of hope and a mind rich with experience, Alex embraces his uncertain future. He knows this is not just an end, but a new beginning, an opportunity to redefine his life beyond the bars that once confined him. Chapter 13. Reconnecting with the past, family and friends. As the prison gates swung open, a mix of joy and trepidation washed over Alex. Standing in the parking lot, he spotted his sister Emma, her face a canvas of emotion, relief and hesitation intertwined. Their reunion was bittersweet, hugs filled with unspoken apologies and explanations both longed for and feared. Alex grappled with the weight of his past decisions, while Emma cautiously sought to understand the man he had become. Their first conversation meandered through awkward pauses and tentative smiles. Alex shared stories from Harmony, entrusting her with glimpses of his healing journey, while Emma revealed the struggles their family endured in his absence. Yet amid the vulnerability, forgiveness flickered like a fragile ember. As they drove away, Alex felt the undeniable pull of hope, a thread binding him to his family and a future where second chances thrived, illuminating the path ahead.